Hugo? Hugo? Oh, there you are. I thought I told you and Draco to meet me aboard the ship that's coming. Oh, sorry, Percy. Percy. I just wanted to check on him. Your friend. Don't worry about him. We have some of the best medics working here. I'm sure he'll be fine. Although it can't be easy seeing a friend of yours hospitalized like this. Actually, this isn't the first time I've seen him in a hospital bed. Really? Yeah, the last time he ended up there, it was due to, dealing with one of your old Barrian clan admins. What was his name again? Sully, I believe it was. He had a bit of, history with him. Oh, Yugioh, I'm sorry. Sully was quite dug into his beliefs, and it was because of that he wouldn't let anyone stand in his way. Still, he didn't always quite enjoy what he did, but he thought it was necessary to get back his old pals. A lot of people that I met in the Barrian clan were a lot of, well, ex-original dimension-esque people. A lot of them just wanted their old lives back, but, well, Minus didn't really intend for that, did he? Speaking of which, do you know what happened to him? As far as I'm aware, he lost his life during the battle. Don't really know how, though, just that he lost to somebody. Really? Wait, were you responsible for that? Pardon? Oh, nothing. Anyway, do you need me to come with you so we can discuss our next plan of action? Not exactly. Oh? Yeah, come on, follow me. I'll explain when we get to the ship. Yes. Sure thing. Excuse me, Mr. Uber. Percy's on his way now. He's bringing 2 of his men to assist you on your task. Well, it's about darn time. Oh, and, by the way, it's Oliver.
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Oh, glad to see you're already here, Draco. What can I say, sir? I have a huge vendetta for being late. Ah, and you must be the guy. I take it your trip went well? Especially, sir. Excellent. Let me introduce you to your backup. This is Draco Greendale and Hugo Celadon. Oh, so you're those 2 from tournament. Well, pleasure to meet you. I have to admit, I've seen your battles during that tournament and I was quite impressed. And once I heard the news about this whole evolution dimension thing, I was especially excited to meet you, Mr. Celadon. Really? Of course. The fact that there's a whole nother dimension to explore already makes me excited. I would love to visit your place someday. You wouldn't be saying that if you actually visit it yourself. Pardon? Oh, nothing. Gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the fusion duelist that you'll be working with. This is Uber Clayton. Okay, hold on. Sorry, sir. I just have to say this. It's Oliver, not Uber. Oliver. Oliver Clayton. Oh, my mistake here. Anyway, Uber, Oliver, has been tasked with infiltrating the old Barrian clan base. While I was undercover, I was able to gather information about the Barrian clan, and I was able to leak that information to the Lancers, the most important of which being the location of their headquarters, an old castle in the fusion dimension, restored and renovated for their own sinister purposes. So, the Barrian clan, an Xyz organization built their base in the fusion dimension. Am I the only one who finds that odd? Well, to be fair, Minus did say he used to be an admin for the fusion dimension. Besides, would you really think that an Xyz-based organization would build their base in the fusion dimension? I suppose. Under Declan's orders, the two of you have been tasked to go to the base with him. Really? He wants us to leave the island? Why? Exactly. Why would something like this be so important to what we're doing now? Yeah. Simple. When I was still working for the Barrion clan, you remember that card that we stole from that base? You mean where Minus literally played hot potato with us just to distract us? Vividly. Yeah. The thing about that card is that Minus didn't bring it to him in the battle with Mephiles. For safekeeping, he kept the card in the Barrion clan's database, where all the other cards were stored in their old database. That is the point of this assignment. The three of you have been tasked to go to that base and get that key card. The Barrion clan may be all but defeated, but we still cannot risk it falling into Mephiles' hands. So, let me just get something straight. If you were undercover, and you helped Mephiles get that card, then how come you didn't try to snatch the card off of Mephiles when you were still undercover with him? Believe me, I tried, but an opportunity never really presented itself for me. That, and I couldn't risk blowing my cover. Of course, I understand. One of the 4 key cards. Alright, I can understand why this is important, but why us? Well, don't look at me. It's not my position to question the man in charge. I see. I would go with you myself, but I'm too busy as it is here. That's why I need you two to assist him. What do you say? Well, it sounds urgent, and if we have another chance to get that card back... I'm in. I'm not 100% sure about this. I mean, what if you need our help for something? Don't worry, I'm not planning anything else until a few days from now. And with the map that I'm going to be giving you, finding the card and the computer room where it's located should be a piece of cake. Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I'll do what I can. I'm in too. Excellent. Like I said, a digital map of the base which I gathered while I was undercover, and coordinates to where it's located will be uploaded to your dual pads. Once the task is done and hopefully completed, Uber here, Oliver, will be joining us and helping us out with the conflict. Understood? Sounds easy enough. You got it, sir. I mean, Oliver. I mean, Percy, sir. Oh, don't worry about it, you goofballs. Just make sure you get back here in time. I wouldn't want any of you to miss out on any of the fun. Yes, Percy. Cat got your tongue, Hugo? What? I've never talked to a higher-up so casually before. Anyway, where do we start? Well, once the ship leaves and we're out of the range from the interference barrier, we'll be allowed to teleport to the fusion dimension and try to see if we can find that base. Oh, and what do you know? The stuff's already been uploaded. Shouldn't be too hard with the coordinates that we have. Sounds good. I'll lead way. Are you sure about that, Hugo? I mean, well, no offense, but you're not exactly the most... Oh, it'll be fine, Draco. Trust me. Right. Right. Okay. I think this is the place. I don't think this is the right place, Hugo. Yeah, this doesn't look like the castle in the image. Well, that's what the coordinates say. Maybe that was like, an older image of the castle. I doubt that a castle can change in such a short amount of time. Well, still, this is where they said we should go, so the least we can do is check it out. Say, is it me, or does the Fusion Dimension have a lot of castles? Yeah, well, that's home for you. You kind of get used to it after a while, I suppose. Alright, according to this, the entrance to their underground headquarters should be... there. Wait, that? That doesn't seem right. Yeah. Well, you know how underground headquarters are normally designed. I mean, they're meant to look normal. I mean, nobody's going to expect the entrance to an underground quarters to look like that. Well, perhaps, but... well, even so, I'm not going in there. You know what, Yugioh? Why don't you go in there? After all, it was your idea to come here. Rock, paper, scissors, then, to see who gets to check it out first? Ugh. The best 2 out of 3? Just check it out. Alright, sheesh. You know, something about this place seems a bit familiar. Hey, wait a second. Is that a no flash photography sign? Yeah, why? Then again, I don't like having my picture taken either. An invasion of privacy, I call it. You know, I'm starting to get the... excuse me. You people don't have permission slips. They are required in order to get into Wellsworth Castle. Wellsworth Castle? You know, Wellsworth Castle. The tourist attraction. A tourist attraction? Ah, I knew it! I knew this place looked familiar. Ugh. Now it makes sense. Why would the coordinates tell us to go here? Well, I don't know. Let me just check. They said specifically to go to 287T9... Oh, now I get it. Get what? Draco, I think your friend over there mistook the G here for a 9. Then that means... Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah! Ooh, that's gonna sting. We're deeply sorry, sir. We'll get off these grounds as soon as we can. Right, of course. Well, you better. Well, this is gonna make an interesting story. Well, Yugioh, I didn't expect you to be so disrespectful. Yeah, Yugioh. Didn't anyone tell you to respect your elders? Oh, shut up. It's not funny. Funny you should say that, because I'm finding it pretty hilarious. Oh, I'll show you Ow! Ugh. All right. That was uncalled for. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what... Look. Let's just go to these proper coordinates and see if we can find the card. Jesus, sweet mother of Raw, what was that for? To be fair, you did throw a punch at him. I wasn't throwing a punch at him, I was just shaking my arm like that. He didn't have to hit me with it. Oh, right. Well, even so, there was something about that move that seemed familiar. Almost like I saw it somewhere else. Yeah, well, whatever you say. Look. Okay, I'll admit, I got it wrong this time, but, well, now that I figured it out, let's just try to find the actual base. Oh, no, Hugo. No. Uber's leading the way now. Oliver, after all, we don't want you to lead us into a volcano by accident. Oh, shut up. Come on. Here it is, gents. The Barrian clan's real base. And are you sure this isn't a tourist attraction? How many times do I have to apologize for that? I don't know. How many eyes are there on a restrict monster? Alright, kids, stop arguing. The grown-up's here to settle your problems and tell you to take things seriously now. I mean, keep in mind, some of the Barrian clan members actually ran away when the conflict ended, so there could still be some inside of that thing. How do we know that for certain? We don't. That's why we have to be extra careful. Good point. Follow my lead. Alright then. It's better than his lead. You know what? Forget it. Come on, let's just go. Ew. This place looks massive. Yeah, these tunnels look like they go on forever. Where do we even start? We don't have to start anywhere. We just have to look into the control room. Exactly. In that room, there's a large supercomputer, which has a huge database and digitally carries all the cards that the Barrian clan has access to. In other words, it's essentially a large dual pad, only instead of storing an entire deck, it's capable of storing every card the Barrian clan has access to. Precisely. If the card's anywhere, it's there. Oh, that makes sense. Good thing, Uber. It's Oliver. Oh, sorry. Say, if your name's Oliver, then why do people call you Uber anyway? Well, it's a long and kind of embarrassing story. Really? Well, I think we have the time. Yeah, I'm sure we can still keep a lookout while you tell us. Alright, fine, I guess. Well, where do I begin? I guess you could say back in my childhood, my early years, I was kind of a doofus. A doofus? How so? Back then I was just, young and stupid. More so than usual. I imprinted on a lot of things that I saw, and I didn't really have the most logical mindset, so to speak. My mom once told me that I lacked common sense, and honestly I thought she was kinda right. I mean, I get that you have a big imagination when you're young, but I guess mine was probably just too big for my own good. And this one stupid example, actually, is where during a school play that my school was having, some of the students actually dressed up as some of the legendary duelists, and they were still wearing those costumes even during break, so me and my stupid little mind actually believed they were those legendary duelists. Yeah, I even called them by the names and everything, just because they were wearing the costumes. Oh, really? Ew, that level of stupid. I guess I can understand that. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, we're all young once. Perhaps, but I bet you didn't do anything that was regrettable during your young state. How'd you mean? What happened? One day at school where someone brought in their phone. Let's just say I did something pretty stupid that ended up getting recorded on camera. After that, it was uploaded to UberTube, which is a website. It went viral, and let's just say after that, nobody allowed me to forget it. Hey guys, look! It's everyone's favorite UberTube star! Yo, Mr. Uber, can we get your autograph? Or perhaps, can you redo your famous stunt? Come on, Mr. Uber, we only want to get to know you. Yeah, Uber. 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 Oh. And after that fiasco, Uber was all they would call me. And it wasn't long before everyone else started calling me Uber as well. Well, I understand how that feels. Really? Yeah. The evolution dimension isn't really as joyful as you might think it is. The goal for every child is to become the best they can be. Anyone who isn't able to keep up with the status quo, let's just say they're prime bully material as well. I was given a fair share of grief too back at home. Didn't really make any friends because of it. Heck, Draco has a fair share of experience with bullies as well, although he doesn't really like to talk about it. Can we just change the subject? You see? You want to change the subject? Alright then, we will! How about the subject where you guys surrender in the name of Master Mephiles? Oh no. Watch yourself, boys, because we've got company. You got that right. And they're not Barrian clan members. They're organization members. Too right we are. And in the name of Mephiles, you will surrender to us now or prepare to be destroyed. Surrender to you, Claudes? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Then I suppose you know where this is going. You bet. You go and tell Silence that we have company. I'll take care of them. You got it. Silence is here. That isn't good. Ah, good. You know what they're talking about. Then you think you can fill me in? He's one of the new admins for the Organization of the Forgotten. Yeah. You see, Mephiles left a while back, and despite being on his own, he's given us quite a bit of trouble. He's definitely made a name and reputation for himself ever since he first appeared. Although, he doesn't say much. He makes up for it with everything else. In that case, allow me to take care of this runt. I need something to put me in a better mood after getting a little personal. Well, if you think you can handle it, then be my guest. Hugo, go after the other guy. We can't let Silence know that we're here. Of course. You sure? You might need backup. Oh, he can handle himself. That's the reason why I'm staying behind. Because I want to see what you can do. That, and you might need my help in case you can't handle it. Somebody's got to pick up your slack, after all. Trust me, that isn't gonna happen. Prepare yourself, pal, because you're going down! Not a chance. You are no match for what I have in store for you. Let's duel!